Welcome to the MAC Address, the place to go to get the news and information that you can use, as well as get some information that is utter nonsense, but will bring a smile to your face, because that's what we do. Ladies and gentlemen, the MAC Address starts right now.
Hello, everybody. Oh, I was supposed to say yeah. I ain't even do that part. I'm going to throw it in there anyway. Yeah, hey, everybody. How y'all doing? Welcome to another episode of the MAC Address. We're going to introduce ourselves in the MAC way. The only problem is the M isn't here. Miss Malika's not here, so we're going to start off with the A and end in the C.
Hey, I'm A from the A.M.A.C.
And I am Chris. I'm the C.M.A.C. again. Welcome to the MAC Address. Broadcasting to you guys from M.A.C Taekwondo Studios, located at 1153 Burnt Hickory Road, Suite C, Cartersville, Georgia, 30120. If you have any questions or want to try to come and try out a class or come and check out the school, you can give us a call at 470-315-4963. And you can also check us out on our Facebook page at muco.taekwondo. I'm surprised I have never mentioned that ever on this broadcast. But anyway, so let's just go ahead and get things started. Again, Miss Malika's not here. You know, at first it was April with the cruds, with the runny nose and all this stuff. Now Miss Malika is down, and she is probably gonna kill me for just talking about her like that. But I'll live through it though. But anyway, so we're gonna go ahead and get the show going. So Miss April, how you doing?
Doing all right. Tired. Oof.
Yeah. This it done got right back hot out there too. So, but I'm just glad we left. I'm so glad I left the air on in here, because you know Malika was talking about we're gonna turn the air off for the weekend, and I'm thinking to myself, it's gonna take a lot more energy just to cool this place off. So I was like, oh no, I think I forgot to do it because she said turn it off. I forgot it, and just happy I forgot. Hey, Miss Olivia.
Hey, she just woke up from her nap.
Yeah, Miss Olivia is here with us too. She's doing better.
Yeah, she got some appointments to go to tomorrow, so we're busy.
Oh, okay. Well, you guys know Miss Olivia had the cruds a little bit too, but that didn't stop her from being destructive. But she is definitely coming around. So let's go ahead and get the show started. Miss Avery, you ain't got nothing, do you?
Nope.
Oh my God. Well, I guess as always, I have to be the hero of the show. But I'm all right.
You got your phone ready.
That's right. That's right. I do my part to try to be ready to talk to the folks. And
I have it in my head, and by the time I get here, I forget everything I said I was gonna say.
What caused you to forget? Driving here?
Mommy brain.
Mommy brain. Is it really that bad?
It's bad. It's bad.
When you get it, is it like you just forget everything that's important?
I feel like I forget a lot of stuff, but I tell myself to write it down because I know I'm going to forget, because if I don't write it down, I'm going to forget. Like, I didn't write down she had a doctor's appointment until they called, and they was like, yeah, she has a doctor's appointment tomorrow. And I said, it's tomorrow? Mm-hmm. They was like, yep. I said, okay, we'll be there.
Well, what's she going to the doctor for?
She's got a few. She got to go to the eye doctor to check up on, she had that little surgery.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
But it's been crudding up again, so...
Her eye has been crudding up?
I mean, got the gunk in it,
Gunking up.
Yeah, gunking up.
Crud and gunk. Olivia,
just
you
nasty.
just loaded with all kind of nasty stuff they need to get up out of you.
Yeah, because Sunday when she woke up, she couldn't even open her eyes. I was like, precious.
Oh.
Because she doesn't have pink eye. Because that's one reason they say it does that. But she doesn't have pink eye.
She just got on pink.
Yeah, she just got on pink. And then she was supposed to have physical therapy today. She canceled, and that's moved till tomorrow. And I was going to go to her regular doctor to see, because she still has this little cough and the stuffy nose that I just want her to get rid of already. Mm-hmm. So I know I'm tired of suctioning her off, and I know she's tired of me,
Yeah, I'm just glad I never have to see that.
Oh.
Using that suction thing. Well, y'all talked about it at one particular point where that woman had that baby and she was all upside down, and then when she had the baby, she put her mouth on the baby nose.
Yeah,
and
I couldn't do that. That's
I'm getting sick just thinking about it. Just sucked all of the, I guess, what was that embalming? Why am I saying embalming fluid? That's not what it
yeah,
is.
she's not dead.
No.
The stuff that babies are living in, out of the baby's mouth and nose and stuff.
What is that liquid called? I keep calling it amniotic fluid.
It might be something like that. Some nasty looking stuff I didn't have to ever see.
Oh.
Yeah, because my first one, it was emergency C-section, and they actually put me to sleep for her. And my second one, I was luckily, they told me I was going to be put to sleep, but then like last minute, they said like, you're going to be up. So, but she was all clean by the time I seen her. Like,
so you didn't see the gunk on her then?
No, because it was another emergency C-section, and they were cleaning her all, making sure she's breathing all the time, the whole time over there. So I didn't see it. I just seen them rolling. It's like, you want to see her? I'm like, sure. And then I seen her, and then they took her to the NICU.
Girl, Olivia, you came in into this world, girl, gunk free.
I guess.
As far as we know.
I don't know. They had the big old sheet in front of me. So I wanted to see. That's the crazy thing. I wanted to see them cut me open during my C-section. I wanted to see all that.
That is some real.
And open me up and take the baby out. I wanted to see it.
You're a regular horror movie all by yourself, because I have never heard anybody say, "Oh, I want to see you cut me open."
Yes, I want to see what you are doing. Like, if I'm going to be up, I want to see, like, what are you doing? What are you taking out? What are you moving to the side to get the baby out and putting back? Because it seemed like it took them longer after they took her out to stitch me back up.
Y'all didn't put my guts in the right place.
Because, I mean, I don't know. Because all I know, when afterwards they come in and they smash on your stomach, I'm like, that hurts. And they smashing to make sure everything is moving back to where it's supposed to go.
Oh, goodness gracious.
Yeah.
Oh, man. That's...
Because you don't feel it. So I just want to see it. Like, I was even Googling C-sections before I had her just to see what they do. But they didn't show it on YouTube. Like, I didn't see it.
I don't blame them not showing on YouTube. I would think that would scar women from wanting to have kids or having a C-section.
Well, I mean,
I can't even say C-section.
Yeah, I mean, I just want to know. Because, like, everything I kept watching was showing, like, the procedure, like, hey, this is what you go through. Like, but me, it's different because mine was always emergencies, because it's either we gonna die or, the baby need to come out of you because y'all are not safe. So I didn't get the calm C-section.
Oh, you had the wilding out C-section?
Yes, the wilding out, because they were like, hey, because when I got to Tennessee, I asked them, I said, hey, are y'all going to deliver the baby now? They said, no, we hopefully don't. So all I know, I went back to sleep, and then the lady woke me back up and said, hey, we do have to take her now. Your platelets are low. I was like, my family lives over an hour away, ma'am. And she was like, who can we call? Nobody. Nobody can make it.
No.
Nobody can make it because they life flighted me. So, I mean, yeah, nobody's going to make it.
Just from what you are saying, I am just amazed at how some of these women just keep having them.
Mm-hmm. I want more. I do. I do want more. Losing Ariana. I mean, I always wanted about 3. So, but I'm scared in a way. I'm nervous because I have 2 bad things, like bad pregnancies.
Well, if it happens again, you're going to make sure they have a above the head mirror so you can see them.
I don't know if it's possible, but I mean, because I was totally out of it.
I want the sexy mirror.
Because, I mean, they had to keep waking me up because whatever they gave me made me like, I was really tired. So I was, but I wanted to see it. I wanted to see it. I wanted to know what y'all doing. All I remember is one little lady, a doctor, since I didn't have anybody back there, she sat by my head the whole time and told me everything that was going on. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, because with my pregnancy, they warned me, like, you probably won't hear her cry, because she's so little. I was only, 28 weeks, 3 days? So they they warn you for that. Like, you might not hear her cry. You might not do this. You might see this, since I was up. But as soon as they take her, all the little doctors, her doctors took her, did their thing, cleaned her up, and then I seen her and off to the NICU.
Yep. And now she's here, making a whole bunch of noise, growling at my students, being destructive in the office here. But we love her to death, and we are so glad she's here, and we're so glad you pulled through.
Yes.
All right, so let's get off this gross ass stuff.
You had to cuss on that
I'm
one.
sorry.
You're like, I don't know, but
Hey, that
who
just-
wants to see themselves get cut open?
That just slipped right on out.
Because you see, like, I have a cut. Like, now, you had to get stitches. You had to make sure it stays clean. Like, why? I just want to know what happened. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
When they give you the C-section, all right, they actually cutting the muscle tissue to get to the baby. That's what causes that area to be like difficult to actually lose weight from.
I don't know. I don't, because my first one, I never gained any weight back. But it could have been because of stress, because I wasn't eating like I was supposed to. That's why I couldn't breastfeed.
You weren't making sandwiches?
So
there's only so many M&Ms and Skittles you can eat while you're pregnant.
Well, I couldn't. Well, when you're pregnant, you can't eat. You're not supposed to eat sandwiches.
You can't eat sandwiches when you're pregnant?
No, you can't, because that process means if you eat a sandwich, it has to be warmed.
All you have to do is go out there and kill you a chicken.
Kill a chicken.
And kill a chicken and get the breast off that chicken and just slice it up and cook it yourself.
Well, I mean, that's chicken though. You can eat chicken, but like the ham, like the processed ham, like the sandwich meat, you're not supposed to eat that unless it's warmed up.
Okay, so you couldn't go to Subway.
Oh, I went because that's what I craved.
Damn, y'all hear that?
I craved Subway. I craved Subway.
Wasn't supposed to eat it, ate it anyway.
No, over here. So I got them to toast it every single time. So now I like it toasted. I never had it toasted until I was pregnant. And I made sure I kept the coupon. I mean, like I was literally craving Subway and Chick-fil-A's salads, the one with all the strawberries and stuff on it.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So you had a fruit Subway sandwich.
No, Subway. I had the turkey sandwich. Mm-hmm. Everything was on turkey and roast beef sandwich because I don't eat ham anymore.
Yeah, I kind of cut out on the ham myself. I don't know why. I think I saw an episode of Sanford and Son, and they was talking about how pork do such things. Don't get me wrong, I still eat sausage, but I don't do too much on the ham, which it makes no sense. If you're gonna cut out pork, cut out pork.
Well, it took me forever to stop bacon. Bacon and pepperoni, my pepperoni pizza.
Bacon? Why would anybody stop with bacon?
Bacon was the hardest thing. When I stopped with bacon, my job had a Christmas party. I ate so much bacon, I ended up with a migraine. And I drank so much Pepsi that day because I knew I was going to stop Pepsi and pork.
So you had bad food and bad drink.
Yes.
One thing to dehydrate you, the one thing to raise your blood pressure up.
Yes. I felt horrible that day, but I said after this.
It was delicious.
It was good. I ate so much bacon that day. I ate too much bacon that day.
You know a place around here that actually got pretty decent bacon, and they actually sell it by itself, is Dunkin' Donuts.
Dunkin' Donuts?
Yeah. Dunkin' Donuts have something called Tasty Bacon or something like that. It's just bacon. I think it has it's cured in brown sugar or something like that. It's just bacon in the package.
Cool.
Don't go there.
I mean, I'm not finna go there because I haven't had bacon since, what year is this? 23? So I haven't had it. Okay, she passed it 18. December of 2018. I stopped.
I think the last time I had bacon was 20 minutes ago. So there we go. I had me a Baconator.
Yummy. But if you eat turkey sausage, it tastes like you would never know it was turkey sausage.
Yeah, I know.
It's so good.
How do you call it turkey sausage? How you gonna call it turkey pork?
I don't eat. What is turkey pork?
I'm just saying, when you say sausage, it's almost like chicken sausage. Now, I'll eat that. But I'm just saying, it's like sausage is pork.
Like you can get beef sausage and turkey sausage. It tastes so good. Beef links. I eat beef hot dogs. You can't even tell the difference. I bought the vegetarian, what is it?
Nathan's?
Not pinto beans, but baked beans.
Oh.
Baked beans. And I made it, put beef in it, like, regular baked beans. And I told everybody that ate it like it was delicious. And I said, this is not the pork baked beans. They said, for real? You don't even know. You don't even know.
Well, I guess when with certain things, if you cook it in like certain spices and stuff like that, you can tell. But turkey, ground turkey,
I have never had ground
you have
turkey.
to almost pour a whole bottle of seasoning on it just so it can hold some kind of a flavor. It is like one of the most challenging. I think the reason why it's like that because of it being so lean and it just doesn't absorb. It's like it doesn't absorb flavor, so you have to really, really flavor it. If you really think about it, excuse me, wow. If you really think about it,
That's what that bacon did to you.
that's what bacon does to me. I don't know if I'm gonna have that burp in the podcast. I might just to let folks know I'm real. But it's like, like when you have Thanksgiving, when you like for people that have turkey and when you eat it, it's like unless it's fried, that turkey meat can be dry unless it's injected with something. But you have to go to the extent of actually doing all of that just so that turkey can maintain some kind of moisture, some kind of flavor, something. You have to literally give it insulin shots.
Yeah, that was fun though. I did that for the first time by myself last year.
What? The injection?
The injections to the turkey. It was hilarious.
I actually want a fried turkey. I'm just scared to do it though because it's like all these videos out there. It don't go well.
It's not that bad. As long as you don't put the grease up too high, because you got to remember, you got to dunk the turkey, and it's going to rise once you dunk it. As long as you have everything you need outside safe, it wasn't that bad. My brother did it. I did everything, got it ready, and we put it on the thing. He dunked it for me.
Derek ain't scared of nothing. Derek probably.
No, he was ready to. He was like, he couldn't wait.
I'm just saying, Derek probably just grab that turkey by the leg and dunk it in the hand in the grease, won't even get burnt.
I bet he wanted to, but you got to think, you got to get that hot thing out of there.
He probably reach in there with his hands and get it out. So who want a drumstick?
And it doesn't take as long, so that was the plus side. It doesn't take hours to cook.
Shout out to Derek if you listen to this, brah. We acknowledging your cooking skills.
Take hours. All he had to do was dunk it in the grease. He didn't have to shoot it up, make sure it was seasoned like I did all that. So me and my sister did Thanksgiving, and that was my first time ever doing it. Like, just me in the kitchen.
Yeah.
I just been in the kitchen helping somebody. Not even helping. I was watching somebody else cook, and they tell me, hey, I need you to go to the store. And I'm like, all right, what you need?
I can't even, there have been times, well, I ain't going to say it's been times, I do cook. Like Christmas dinner for Malika and her sisters and all them when they come up. You think I could ask her to go to the store and get something? She will, but I have to be like, it has to be one of those things where it's like, I really need it. And on top of that, if it's something that will affect something that she really loves, she'll go. Like if I'm cooking crab legs or something like that and we don't have a certain seasoning that she just loves the taste on it, then she'll go. But if not, she's like, I don't got no bra. I don't want to go.
Yeah, I'd be glad to go. I'm like, because I ain't got to cook. But the thing was, we talked about this before, but when he was cooking, I cleaned up. Because, we don't have a lot of, it was just me and him. Mm-hmm. So when he was cooking and when he needed something, I made sure all the dishes were washed. Made sure, I cleaned his mess up. Because sometimes he can get messy in the kitchen.
Well, Malika will clean up. I will give her that. Now, she'll come in there, do be times when I'm cooking, she'll come in there and just start washing dishes. And I'm thinking to myself, what are you doing? I'm washing the dishes that's in here. And I'm thinking to myself, I'm finna grab those tongs and use them again.
Yeah, but they're finna be clean.
They were...
I don't care if you still finna pick up the same thing that you
Yeah, I'm finna get more French fries out of the grease. and put some salt on them and give them to her. But that.
I guess I'm hungry.
I had that Baconator, so I might want something. I might want something sweet. I don't know. Anyway, so let's go ahead and go into the subject that I have for you two ladies, but it's only going to be for you. Okay. So I want you to really think about this. All right. If you can go back in time and live in a particular decade, whether you was born in that decade or not, what decade would that be and why? Her head is smoking thinking about
Yeah,
that.
because I don't want to go back too far because I don't want to be in slavery. I don't want to deal with.
Well, I ain't saying go back some centuries. I'm just
I'm
well,
just
of
kind
course,
of
you
think you
ain't
said
got
any
to.
decades. I'm thinking like, okay, what decade?
Like
Well,
if you could like it's just one of those you'll go back and you'll spend 10 years in that decade. What decade would that be? And then you'll come back to your decade, I guess.
I think I like the year I was born
And
because everything was.
last year? I mean, not last year. I mean, last decade. That ain't even right.
Oh, I mean, I like when I was born
What, it
because
was the
everything
90s?
80s. I was
Oh,
born in
you was in
86.
the 80s.
Yes.
Well, you know what? The 80s were good. The
She stuck. She got herself stuck.
the 80s was a good year. It was the 80s was music filled. It was loaded with a bunch of one hit wonders that have lived through the test of time. You know, you had now wait a minute, what am I doing? You're supposed to be telling me why. Why the 80s? Why would you relive the 80s again?
Well, I mean, 'cause I technically didn't really see the 80s. I was a baby. But I feel like all the bad stuff had already done happened.
Yeah.
I mean, because that's when everybody was pretty much cool and calm. I mean, that's kind of when drugs came along, was in the
Yeah.
80s. But, I don't know.
There's
80s kids are cool.
well, yeah, they are. I could have been a '80s baby, but Mama had me in the '78. So
You couldn't have been. That's a couple years before 80s.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, Mom, why you just couldn't wait to get it in and just let me hit that '80s so I can say I'm an '80s baby. But in the '80s, a lot of things happened, good and bad, because that's when AIDS was really big.
Yeah.
That's when that's when aerosol cans with CFCs start really doing damage into the ozone layer, and but of course, that was a decade that we got like this hard version of Prince. Prince when he did Purple Rain, he had the number one single, the number one album, and the number one movie all at the same time. That man, that was a beast. But of course, that was like the beginning of the Michael Jackson era. Of course, it started with the Jacksons, but when him being solo, that's when that really just took off.
In the 80s.
Yeah, and I want to say rap music, hip hop really, kind of really got into it. Of course, you had people that was before that did it, but people like Houdini, Rappers Delight, and of course you got you know other groups like NWA and all those guys. They all started here. So yeah, it was something.
So, yeah, the 80s. I mean, I was born in the perfect year. I mean, it's a bunch of bad, but it was still, everybody was.
Yeah, it was a lot of good in
Yeah.
that year. I would say for me that would be probably my second choice. My first choice would be the '70s. Even though I was born in the '70s, I was born in the tail end of the '70s. I would have loved to have been a teen in the '70s. A teen, like, because believe it or not, they said in the '70s it was really, really easy for black people to make money. I mean, you had to do some illegal stuff, for some folks, but
Talking about like, gosh, what's the movie?
Superfly.
Harlem Night.
No, Harlem Nights was in the '30s.
I mean, but just like you said, legal stuff. Like,
Yeah.
have a club, but you're doing some other stuff in the club.
Yeah, and then I think music was at its almost. It was like that's when the pioneer music came out. People like the Commodores and Earth, Wind and Fire. I think that's that was like the year they really hit a. People really start to. Yeah, that was.
And that was also the era. Like, felt like everybody was just cool.
Oh yeah,
The
everybody was
hippies
cool.
and all that. Nobody
Yeah,
didn't.
you actually, and I think that was also the era where it really, you know, those who wanted peace, black, white, whatever race, they really, really came together.
Yeah.
You know, and I think, and you know, and that was also that era where, you know, when you had groups that came together of all different races, instead of everybody just being one race, you know, you had you know, groups come together, you know, and they just was making really good music. You know, like, I mean, I think you had like the Average White Band. You had, it was just a lot. It was just a lot that was going on.
And your Tina Marie's and stuff.
I don't know about Tina Marie. I think she was more of an '80s.
She was an 80s.
Yeah, yeah. You know, and you know, of course, you know, you can't forget about the movies, the black exploitation movies. You know, and then that's when also the time when you got a lot of your best black comedies and white comedies. You know, that's when Sanford and Son came out, and Good Times, and you know, all
Seeing
those.
yourself on TV.
Yeah, you know, all that Nick at Night level stuff.
Nick at Night. Did that still come on?
Nope.
Oh.
Nope. Nope, it don't. You know, and if it did, and you know what? And Nick and I had got to the point where they stopped showing stuff like that. They started showing a whole bunch of, you know, Leave It to Beaver. And I mean, don't get me wrong, that's cool, but you just kind of just turned the whole thing black and white. You know, Leave It to
Black and
Beaver,
white stuff.
Mr. Edward, I mean, Mr. Ed.
I don't know about I ain't never.
That's
I don't know them shows.
it's a talking horse. I heard it was
Oh,
racist.
yeah, I heard about that.
I heard that thing was racist too. You know, I heard he called, said, "Come and do something with my shoes." Oh, dark man, something like that.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Probably did.
Oh yeah, I believe I did. All right. Well, look here. We done already got in a good amount of minutes here. Yeah, we've been talking. I mean, I
Due
half
to the
of,
C-section.
yeah, half. Oh God, got me cussing on here. Got me saying ass on this show. I did my best to try to stay away from it. I snuck a couple of, you know, hells in there from time to time. I remember, I was like, I think that started when that freaking fight had happened down there on the riverfront in Montgomery. So that kind of slipped out. What's she laughing at?
I took a shoe and she just started laughing. It's weird. Oh, thinking of fights. Did you hear about the rumper girl?
Who?
The rumper.
Uh.
She was fighting. She went to the porta potty to use the bathroom. Her mama was standing in front of it. And when she came out, some women were jumping her mama. So she came in and beat 3 women up, jumped on them for trying to jump on her mama. I don't know why they were trying to jump.
What's a romper?
A rumper.
I thought it was
little
an outfit.
It is.
Oh.
They call it a rumper stumper or something. That's what they was
Romper
called.
stomper.
Yep.
No. And I let my daughter, the chick, Nala, hear that. And she's like, I could have been stomping on people. Ew. We sitting up talking about
I'm sorry.
getting nasty stuff out the nose. You sitting up there picking
I don't even notice it. I'm
biscuit
sorry.
crumbs out of Olivia's nose. And I
I
seen
didn't
'em.
even
Oh,
notice. It's such a normal. People's like, yeah, no, it's nasty. I don't know.
like,
People's
you
like,
grabbing like you about to tear it off, though.
I seen it and I was like, I can get that.
You
I
finna
can-
put Bath and Body Works on? Oh, that's on your hair. Oh, you put that stuff on her nose. Have
No.
her nose smell like Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Did you watch football?
No, I don't care.
What? Oh, well, first off, congratulations to Coco Golf. I think I'm saying her last name right. She won the U.S. Open against that. I think she's Russian girl. She lost the first set and then she came back and won the next 2. She is won her very first U.S. Open. I am so proud of her because she fought tooth and nail for that. And it was in her last match before that one was just as good as the final because it was people were almost comparing it to like a Super Bowl level of tennis.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so it was something weird. It was great. My boys, as far as NFL is concerned, my boys won the Falcons.
Yeah, I seen that.
Yeah, they beat Carolina. Carolina's quarterback, he's going to be a great one. I think his last name is Young, Bryce Young. I think that's his name. Yeah, he's going to be something else. And you guys, a lot of you guys don't know this, but the quarterback for Jacksonville Jaguars, Trevor Lawrence, he's actually from here in Cartersville. So, Trevor, if you ever listening to this podcast, I know you probably ain't.
He might.
He might. But if you are, congratulations on your win. Y'all really put up some numbers this time. You're looking amazing.
So who do primetime coach?
Think it's,
'Cause he's,
don't get me wrong, I want to say it's Colorado.
I just, I see a bunch of that on.
Oh
Facebook,
yeah,
too.
and something else. I mean, the way he coaches is just it. I don't know if it's just the way he coaches, which it probably is, or if it's just his presence on. We got Deion Sanders as our coach. Just saying that could, bring something out of you. It's almost like saying, Mike Tyson is training me how to box. It just brings that, oh, I got to really come with it if he training me, type ordeal. But my pop's team, Washington, they won. According to let him tell it, they was looking kind of sloppy, but they ended up pulling it out in the end. It was a lot of away teams winning this time. So, but yeah, it was good. It was really good.
So did Dallas win?
Dallas won. Dallas beat
That's my daddy's team. That's the only reason
Dallas beat the hell out of them Giants. They sure did. At one particular point, I was like, man, I might as well just stop playing. I didn't know Ezekiel Elliott. It doesn't play for them anymore. Him and the quarterback Dak Prescott, they came onto the scene together for the Cowboys, and it was almost like when they did this whole MVP thing, it was almost like they almost had to split that role between the two because they both were doing fantastic. But now he plays for the New England Patriots. I did not see that coming. So.
What about Sierra's husband?
Russell Wilson?
Yeah, him. Bad. I don't even know.
Sierra's husband. That's probably what she called him too. Look at Sierra's husband. Can you please go to the store and get me a pint of, I was gonna say blackberry ice cream. Some kind of ice cream. But yeah, I don't know. Last I heard, he played for Denver. I also heard he didn't like playing for Denver. So yeah, it was a few changes that didn't happen that I didn't even know anything about. Like I didn't know Steve Carr, who played for the Raiders, he's a quarterback for the Saints now. I didn't even know that. So it's just all kind of changes that didn't happen. But this is going to be an interesting football season right here. I know one thing, that freaking Sunday ticket price is absurd. $400
$400.
just to watch football. Yeah,
Not that serious. Olivia.
And for those of you out there who has Charter or Spectrum, I think they combined and call themselves Spectrum. I feel sorry for you because this whole thing with, I think it was Disney or somebody had bought the NFL or ESPN or something like that. They bought them and they can't seem to come to an agreement on those games being shown on that cable company.
So Disney got them, but they can't show them.
Yeah, because it's like, I think Disney raised the price for this particular company to advertise the games since they own it. And, I guess Comcast, Xfinity was like, yeah, we'll pay it. And I guess AT&T, they was like, yeah, of course we'll pay it. Well, Spectrum, they ain't come to an agreement, and the season has started. And what's going to be sad about that is because, football is that time of year where a lot of restaurants and bars make their money.
Yeah.
So if you got that if you have one of that program, then you're gonna probably leave it and go somewhere else. And the reason why I brought that up was because my folks down in Columbus, they dropped their cable and they got YouTube TV, and they absolutely love it. I'm gonna have to. I said I was gonna talk to Miss Malika to tell her you might want to consider doing that too. Just leaving that whole Comcast alone. It gets you some YouTube TV. It's cheaper. You can watch all that stuff on it. The only thing you probably won't get on that is True TV.
It's not that serious.
It is
What's on
not.
True TV?
I don't know, something true, I guess. But all I know is that that's on there, and but of course there's an app for just about every channel out there.
Yeah.
So what else you got, April? I'm doing all the talking here.
No, I'm been
When you gonna
saying
get your hair
stuff.
braided?
I don't know. I need to get it done. I'm about sick of it. The one person, I think she gonna do my hair.
Frederick
But, I mean,
Douglass hair.
she, I mean, she had some loss in her family, and then
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
I was like, okay, I'm just been trying to, I don't know. Usually don't go out. I'm like, I don't want to go nowhere, but I got things I got to do.
You got
so,
the I don't want to go out hair.
yeah, I don't want to go nowhere. But it costs, it's for the braids I want was $190. Like, oh gosh, I just need to get my hair done.
Oh man, because you gotta have the braids, because your logo for us have braids. You can't change your hair to the
I usually straighten it, but I just
to the George Washington look.
I hate this. I was trying
First
to figure
president
out
hair.
something, but it just didn't want to work out.
Mm.
It don't want to work out.
You combed it back, and I mean, I can only imagine what it's gonna look like when them headphones come off.
It's a mess.
Yeah, that
It's
is
a
what it
mess.
is.
I've been
Though.
trying to do the natural thing, but I don't know how to style my natural hair. You watch all them lovely girls on YouTube. I'm like, my hair don't do that. All that stuff y'all doing. I can buy all them same products, and my hair won't do none of that. So, I don't know.
Black people hair is naturally kinky, nappy, however
Yeah.
you want to put it. So, but it's like
It's the styling part.
yeah, and you have to put in so many different
Things
in it just to make the texture in a manner to where you can actually comb it. I mean, because all of us supposed to have that hair like Thelma's husband from Good Times, eBay, whatever his name is, because his hair was, he looked like somebody just took a Sharpie and just drew little dots on his head, and you can actually count the naps in his head. I count like 24 on his right side. All right. Well, so again, we are broadcasting from Muko Taekwondo Studios. Why don't you tell them where we located? I say it enough. You picking up the paper?
Located at, make sure she didn't run out, 1153 Burnt Hickory Road, Suite C, Cartersville, Georgia, 30120. Our phone number is 470-315-4963.
Yeah, tell them about the Facebook page.
We have an email. You can reach us at is that a D?
Muko TKD.
mukotkd@gmail.com or on Facebook at muko.taekwondo.
I was thinking about doing this for those who listen and appreciate our show, that want to show you guys how much we appreciate it. So it's a possibility that starting in maybe 2 weeks, we're going to give out like a random gift card every week for maybe $50 in gas. That, I mean, any little bit help. That's just our way of showing our appreciation to you guys for listening. Now, if you want to be on that list, all you have to do is subscribe to our page.
Subscribe, share,
Yep.
and comment.
Yep. Subscribe, share, comment. Let us know how you how you like it. We're also considering putting in a area where you guys can call in and talk to us. Of course, Miss Malika's not gonna like that because she's scared that somebody gonna get on here and say something she ain't gonna like, and she gonna punch my monitor here, and then I have to go buy another one. But it's what we are always trying to improve and make this thing as fun and as friendly as possible. So, like I say, the gift cards we're going to be giving away, we'll make the announcement, but go ahead and start subscribing. Click that button, join us, and we're going to start having that random drawing probably starting towards the end of this month, and we will continue it on to maybe the first part of December. So make sure you subscribe and do that. All right, so we're going to go ahead to our next segment of our show. They don't like it, but I do, because I think it's great. And it is called the MAC M.C. standing for multiple choice.
It's the MAC address MC.
The dumb
You have to get at
question
least 3 to
thing
win something
trivia.
for free.
That's what
Yeah.
it is. And since Miss April, since you are all by your lonesome here with me, well, you ain't by your lonesome, you got Olivia. But since it's just me and you here, you have the opportunity to win something. All you have to do is
Get a question right.
No, heck no. You have to get at least 3.
Oh,
you have to get at
man.
least. That's how it's always been. You have to get at least 3 questions right. You get 3, I give you a little something towards on the end. All right, that's all you have to do. All right, so ready for the first question?
I'm ready.
Oh, here we go. Question number 1. It is illegal to do what in the French vineyards? Is it A, wrestle with 2 monkeys? B, land a flying saucer? C, eat raisins? Or D, yell out the word hamburger?
I like wrestle with 2 monkeys.
Wrestle with 2 monkeys? That
That's
is
funny.
not the correct answer.
You can't say a hamburger?
Yeah, you can say hamburger. You can say hamburger anywhere. What was the other ones? You got eat raisins and land a flying saucer.
Land of flying saucer. I should have did that one.
Yeah, that's what it is too.
Yeah, because I'm like, who's doing that? Like,
Apparently, there's some aliens. They keep doing it. But yeah, so the answer is land a flying saucer. You cannot do that in the French vineyards. All right, she didn't get that. So, but she's still alive, y'all. She's got 4 more questions for her. Here we go. Question number 2. In June in Wyoming, it is illegal to take a picture of what? A, a rabbit. B, a buffalo. C, a cactus. Or D, a whale.
yes.
You girl, you trying to look.
say the choices again.
The answers are, I'll read the whole thing. In June in Wyoming, it is illegal to take a picture of what? A, a rabbit. B, a buffalo. C, a cactus. Or D, a whale.
A rabbit.
A rabbit. And that is right. It is illegal to take a picture of a rabbit in Wyoming in June for some stupid reason. Well, all right, she got one. So she got like.
I gotta get the rest of them right.
No, just got to get 2 more right. You got 3 more questions here. All right, here we go. Question number 3. Let me make sure I'm saying this right. A gambrinus is a person who is full of what? A, poop. B, turkey. C, beer. Or D, fruitcake. A gambrinus. Gambrinus.
Fruitcake.
Is it fruitcake? No.
Beer.
It is beer. A gambrinus is a person who's full of beer. So now when you go out and somebody just can't stop drinking, you can tell them, you need to sit your gambrinus down somewhere. You can tell them that. I'm going to tell somebody that too. I know exactly who to tell too. I don't learn the new word, and I'm going to look intelligent when I say it. All right, question number 4. So you got to get all of them. Here we go. A person who has these words, a person with the a person who is paleophagic loves to eat what? A person who is paleophagic loves to eat what? A, bones. B, ice. C, mud. Or D, hamsters.
Ice.
Is it ice? Yes, it is ice. Oh.
Hey, because I don't think that's how you pronounce it.
Well, you saw how bad I was struggling saying it. How you pronounce it? It's
I don't know what it is.
P-A-G-O. I want to hear how you say it. It's P-A-G-O-P-H-A-G-I-A-C.
I don't know. It just didn't sound like it's right.
I was spelling it, I was saying it wrong, huh? Pagophagic. I don't know. It's probably wrong. But you got the answer right, so that's good. All right, here we go. Got the last question, and let's see how this works. In Alaska, it is legal to shoot bears, but it's illegal to do what? A, give a bear a beer. B, dress like a bear. C, moon, like pull down your pants, moon a bear. Or D, wake a bear.
Wake a bear.
Is it wake a bear? It is. Oh, you done got you done got the 3 right. Hey, that's the first time it happened. It took her to be here by herself. Oh, Miss Malika, in other words, she's trying to tell you that she can't get nothing right when you here.
Say, hey.
Hey! Olivia she's just so cute, y'all. She blushed. What, she was crying?
No, that eye.
Oh,
her
eyes watering. Making my eye water.
Yeah.
But hey, you guys, Miss April got all 3. She got 3 of them right. 3 out of 5. I thought I was gonna get on that. I thought you was gonna really say moon the bear.
I thought about it.
Yeah, I mean, because the way y'all have this mentality where like the stupider the question, the more likely that's what it is.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's probably where we was going with that. But again, she got all 3. I'm gonna tell her what she won at the end of this podcast because I got to think of what it is.
Oh.
But anyway, so Miss April, did you have anything else you want to talk about? You good?
No, I'm good.
Okay. Well, you guys, we appreciate you for listening to our podcast. Make sure your C-sections are clean. Your C-section areas are clean. Don't use your imagination to the fullest on where you want to go, where you would love to go in the what decade. Don't choose the wrong one. Don't go back to the 1800s. We didn't, as black people, we didn't do too well then, I think. And it was something else. Yeah, that. Don't ride people, as Miss Olivia pointed out. So on that note, you guys, we are going to go ahead and bid you adieu, and we hope you all have a wonderful week. Olivia, you gonna tell everybody bye?
Say thank you. Not gonna say. You gonna say bye? You just gonna laugh.
You know what?
See you
At the
later.
end of the other podcast, when all of us say bye, she said, "Ah." I love it.
She haven't really said bye, but she always she wave it.
Mm-hmm.
She say hey.
Anyway, we're gonna go ahead and let you guys go. Again, you guys have a safe week, and we will be back next week. So I'll let the team that's here say bye. Bye.